Hi, this is Dr. Merlin, also known as Merlin. Welcome to another episode of SciLife's Off-Script Sessions. Yesterday the thought came to me that hurt doesn't have to be justification for receiving what I desire. Pain, hardship, suffering, these don't have to be justifications to receive and to access and to create what we want in life. Often we require emotional wounds or some other pain to justify a life-changing decision. Perhaps desire is enough to justify our freedom, joy, fulfillment, our pursuit of inner peace, purpose, and connection. Why do so many of us wait until things are unbearable before we choose to let go, move on, and create what we really want and desire in life? Perhaps this is from childhood conditioning, or maybe it comes from mistaken ideas that suffering is a virtue. When we make hurt our justification, we require hurt before receiving, creating, and pursuing that which we desire. My desire for the thing that I want to access is justification enough. I grew up being something and someone that I wasn't for a significant period of my life because I was afraid to lose the tiny bit of love that I thought that I had. There were relationships in my life in which who I truly was and how I truly showed up was never good enough. Even though all of that was painful, the most painful part of it was that I was complicit in it. Over the last couple of years, as I've awakened and I've come into my own and started to find inspiration in the very things that they hated and feared, I've started to realize that I give myself permission to no longer validate that relationship within myself. There have been people that were very close in my life who saw the fullness of what I was and feared it. They discouraged it to a point where I said, you know what, I can't be the fullness of who I am. I look back on that as an adult and I realized that I don't have to have a relationship with that sort of self-image anymore. I don't have to be afraid of who I actually am. I don't have to be afraid of what they were afraid of. I can cultivate who I am, I can understand it, I can bring it to the forefront, and I can love it fully so that I can create what I want in life, so that I can experience what I want. I can accept and pursue what really matters to me. The very best life for me is a life that is transcendent, a life that's enchanting, a life that is really an expression and a flow of me, the fullness of what I am. My life is magic every day, all the time. And the more that I open up to the magic of who I am, the more it flows into my life. And so I want to encourage you to open up fully to the magic of who you are. Stop allowing relationships with others in your life to determine who you are. We make the relationships that we have more important than the relationship we have with ourselves. I know that in this great cosmic game that there are people who appreciate me for who I am. They love me for who I am at my very core, the fullness of who I am. That's okay for me. All I need is the love of my own self. And I know that everything else will follow. If you find yourself in a relationship with a person, a place, a thing, an idea that doesn't align with the true essence of who you are at the core, I want to encourage you right now in this moment to let it go. Let it go. And I'm not talking about getting in that person's face or throwing out those books or leaving that group. I'm saying within yourself, take a moment to say, how am I perpetuating those ideas that have nothing to do with me? Join the SciLife community by subscribing, hit that notification bell so that you can get more content like this. Also, get engaged in commenting in the comment sections below. Share these videos with advanced individuals like yourself so that this new perspective is available for those who wish to awaken, adapt, and thrive in the post-pandemic world. Allow yourself to be open to every single moment, every single thought, every single feeling, every single action that you take that doesn't reflect who you are. Allow yourself to notice it, recognize it, and then to begin to say, no thanks, and to let it go. And I can guarantee you, the moment you start doing that, those relationships will either align to who you are or they will dissolve, and better relationships will come into the picture. It will happen. It doesn't have to be tumultuous. And if it is, we have to ask ourselves, what do we really want? And is it worth it? I think it is worth it. I also think that we can do it without a whole bunch of pain and suffering. Hurt doesn't have to be the justification for me receiving what I want in life. My desire is justification enough. I want this kind of relationship. I want this kind of lifestyle. I would like to have this type of career, this kind of purpose, this kind of path. That is enough. For those of us who really enjoy enchantment and love the feeling of just being alive and enjoying the moment, I want to encourage you to start within yourself. The greatest form of magic is the magic that starts within, with who you are as an individual. That's where the greatest miracles flow from. Allow your desire to be enough. Allow your desire for something to be enough of a justification for you receiving it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day. If what you discovered here resonates with you and you're ready to take it to the next level, make sure you set up a free one-on-one session so you can get clarity around your goals and see if the Psi Life method is for you. To set up a free one-on-one session, click the Calendly link in the description below. Once you've completed that session, you'll receive a guided meditation for your personal power, serenity, and mental clarity. As we create and shape reality for the post-pandemic world, make sure that your connection to this power within you is solid. As we create and shape reality for the post-pandemic world, make sure your connection to this power is real for you as we transition into a world that works.